world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdut's Newsstand, and I've been kind of going back and forth on how to cover this story, because initially, when I talked about the possibility that allegedly AH was being investigated by the LAPD, I said take it with a grain of salt. I said realize that it's unlikely there will be any sort of repercussions for it, and that video isn't even that old. I initially skipped on the story because I didn't find any facts to it, and then I seen there was a lot going around with that BILD article, and then Waldman officially stated something on it. Yes, I covered it. Now, here's the thing when it comes to this entire situation. Waldman, is known for stirring the shit. And that's, I think, what a lot of us like about him. So, we're going to talk about this situation and the likelihood that it is not a situation. It is not even being investigated. And what I mean is, today there was a court case. There was people in court, rather. And it has come out now that she's not being investigated by the LAPD. Never was. It was something simply made up for clicks. And that's what I initially thought, because when I went to search into it, and I was looking up LAPD and perjury and times and specific arguments around it, I couldn't find any time when the LAPD actually did investigate for perjury. They don't investigate for perjury. A lot of the times who it is the FBI or something like that. LAPD simply doesn't do that. And right now they have quite a few we'll not go into that about some of the cops, but what I could find was nothing. There was nothing there about the LAPD ever investigating or have a precedent to investigate for perjury. So, with all of that being said, it does look like it was simply all of the allegations that were made, all of what was said in that situation. Now, again, this is coming from Radar Online. They are talking about what was said today in court, and they've also confirmed this with the LAPD. So, take it with a grain of salt either way. That's all I can say. But this, as of right now, doesn't look like it is being is an investigation that is ongoing for AH and the whole perjury situation. We actually had AH attorney come out and say there's no truth to the reports that she's being investigated for perjury by the LAPD in connection to the obviously physical altercations with JD. Now, this Radar Online is the website I'm actually using, and they say they previously broke this, right? I understand. I get they've talked about it from both sides. They really play that line like, oh, you hate Amber, you're gonna click. Oh, you hate Johnny, you're gonna click. They really, really go through that line. So again, take it with a grain of salt. A lot of this is just bad journalism because that's kind of, what has been going on in the world lately. So it says, one of the reasons for your request, says Amber, this is Elaine Badenoff, is that she is not being investigated by the LAPD for allegedly staging injuries in a crime scene in connection to May 21st, 2016. So now when I'm going and I'm looking this up, I'm going, okay, 2016, this has a 3-year, even so, this has a 3-year statute of limitation. Now, if that statute of limitation is from May 21st, it would, of course, be out. But if that statute of limitation is from the first time she had a deposition and she stated these things were true, then, of course, that would be very close, but likely also up. 3-year statute of limitation. It says the statute of limitations for perjury in California is 3 years and has long since expired, right? We're looking at 6 years and probably deposition 3 years, right? or maybe even more. So an investigation much less charges, much less a conviction, much less jail time are impossibilities. Now that is from Elaine Badenhoff in court, right? Okay, so we're getting quotes here. Now, of course, the transcript is not up. That takes some time. Yeah, I did check, but I knew what I was. I knew there wasn't going to be one up, but I wanted to check anyway before I went on with this. So, she went on to claim that the LAPD has repeatedly denied there's any investigation, adding that the department, now we're talking specifically about the department, does not even investigate perjury, ever. Yes, so then, like any normal journalist would, when contacted by Radar, a rep from the LAPD Media Relations Division said they never heard of the department investigating perjury case before. And that's initially what I ran into. And that's why I was so confused. Why is there this claim of a possibility of up to 4 years and perjury and this and this and that? Why, if this claim is there, why can't I find a precedent on this? That's because they don't even investigate stuff like this. Now, talks about, she also accused Adam Waldman of trying to stir up the press and prejudice for a future jury. And I think Adam Waldman is a great attorney. I think he's good at what he does. But he clearly is kind of trying to stir the shit. He's done a good job of it. The fact is, he's not necessarily trying to stir the shit. He's dropping truth, such as the emails we discussed the other day. He's dropping these things and giving, little leaks here, little leak there to keep that PR up. There's a real science to doing PR, and Adam Waldman knows what he's doing. So basically at this, he is really doing his job. So it says more intentional fabrications and deliberate misinformation trying to confuse the public, prejudice the jury, inflict harm on Amber, or incite the Depp fans to violence. That's ridiculous. Come on now. Like, I know maybe she was being hyperbolic, but she knew what she was saying. She really did. So do I think he's probably, I don't know necessarily that even, I would say Waldman was behind it. I would say at some point you have to realize that people will say things and make up misinformation for clicks. They're going to. It's unavoidable. So you have to decide and take things with a grain of salt. And it's easy to do. You go, okay, well, this could be true, and I'm going to wait and see. It's that easy. So now I don't necessarily blame it all on Adam. I don't blame any of it on Adam, actually. I blame it on people that make up stuff for clicks and for views on their websites. And also, again, we don't know for sure, but it seems to me very, very unlikely she's being investigated for anything at this point. LAPD has their own stuff to worry about. Not only that, but like I said, the statute of limitation is long past gone. So let me know, of course, what you guys think about this. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. I'm curious to see your sentiment. So I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.